Okay, for integration, it is the reverse process of differentiation. For example, you have an equation y is equals to 3x raised to the power 5 plus 2x raised to power minus 3, and dy by dx is 5 3 times 15x power 4 minus 3 2 times is 6x power minus 4. This is differentiation. The general form was y is equal to x raised to power n, and dy by dx is power x and 1 less in power. This was differentiation. The integration is the reverse of this. So when you will integrate dy by dx with respect to x, you will get the equation. So what do we do in integration? Generally, if you have x raised to power n, it would be power plus 1 divided by power. So it is basically the reverse. Step 1 in differentiation was multiply with power. Step 2 was subtract 1 from power. And see, in integration, step 1 is divide plus 1 in power, reverse of this. So step 1 is plus 1 in power, and step 2 is reverse of this, divide by new power. Example, if we have x raised to power 5 and we have to integrate this is sign for integral, so power plus 1 divided by power. If you have x raised to power 5 plus x raised to power minus 3 plus 3x plus 7, and you have to integrate this with respect to x, you will get x raised to power 6 over 6 power plus 1 divided by power. Next term, power plus 1 divided by power. Next term, power plus 1 divided by power. Next term, careful with this one, sorry, power plus 1, so 5 plus 1 is 6, then divided by the new power. Yes, so minus 3 plus 1 is minus 2 divided by new power. This was 1, so 1 plus 1 is 2 by 2. Now you see there's nothing with this constant 7, so basically it is x raised to power 0. So when we add 1 and divide by 1, this is what we get. And if there was a constant term, that would be plus c. In this case, we'll be able to find c. For example, let me consider a case. I'll differentiate and integrate the same equation. I should get the equation back. For example, the equation is y is equals to 7x square plus 3, and dy by dx would be 14x, right? So if I integrate this equation, I should get the main equation back. If I integrate the differential, I should get the main equation back. But how we do that? Y is equals to integral of 14x dx. Now this should be 14x power plus 1. This is already 1. This power is already 1. So 1 plus 1 is 2 divided by the new power plus the constant term which was eliminated during differentiation. Now to find this constant, we should have one set of values for x and y. Where will we get that? In exam, it is always given. Here I've supposed this question. So let me say when x is 1, y is 10. Do you agree? 1 comma 10 is something which lies on this curve. So we know when y is 10, x is 1, and we can solve for c. So your final equation is, plug in the value of c, y is equals to 7x square plus 3. So these two equations are same. You derivate it and you integrate it, you can get the same equation back. Integration is, I've just supposed that coordinate, that if x is 1, y would be 10. You can change them. In exam, this would be given. This point would be given in exam. Yes. 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 So when I, yes. So when I integrate this, this becomes n plus 1 over n plus 1. You add 1 to power and divide with the new power plus c. Now what this a is, in case of differentiation, differentiation used to give us the gradient. So I have this curve. When I will find dy by dx and plug in the value of x, I can tell the gradient at any point. At x is equals to 7, at s is equal to 9, at x is equals to 1. I can tell the gradient at any point. And what does integration do? Integration tells you the area under the curve. This is the curve. If we integrate it from x1, let's say, to x7, so integration will give us this shaded area between the curve and the x-axis and bounded by these two lines 1 and 7. If we do not give them limits, they are known as limits. If I do not give them this limits, it would be infinite, because it keeps on running to right and to left. Getting the point? This is easier than that. Let me show one example. Yeah, that they always limit you to third term, fourth term, or x square or x cube. This is different. For example, consider this simple curve and the equation is y is equals to x square plus 3. And suppose I ask you to find the area bounded by the curve, the x-axis, and the lines x is equal to 1 and x is equal to 4. So we are talking about this area right here. So how will we do that? Area is equals to integral of y with respect to x, and we know the limits, that is 1 to 4. So let's carry them down. This is 1, 4. We know the value of y, which is x square plus 3 dx. First step is just the substitution, any issue. This is from where we get y. So this is just the substitution. Now second step is integration. Mahad, power plus 1. This becomes 3 and divided by the new power. With 3, we actually have x raised to power 0. So power plus 1 divided by the new power. Now what we did here was we introduced this constant because we knew that before integration it was there. In differentiation it was eliminated, so there must be a constant. These are known as definite integrals. When you have limits, this is known as definite integrals. In this case, we do not put a c. That would be clear in next step. Why so? Why am I not placing this constant? What we do now, integral, now we use the upper limit minus lower limit. Upper limit minus lower limit. So I'm substituting 4. So this is 4 cubed by 3. 4 cube by 3 plus 3 into 4. This is upper limit minus the lower limit. Lower limit is 1. So 1 cube by 3 plus 3 into 1. This is why I have not written plus c, because if I will write c, this is at both places and c minus c will always get eliminated. So we don't have to place it here. And remaining is use of calculator. Let me just get it. Four cube by 3 plus 3 4 times is 12. 100 by 3 minus 1 divided by 3 plus 3 is 10 by 3 is 30. So the area under this curve, which is shaded, is 30 unit square. Got it? Yes. Okay, let's try a rough sketch, and let me move it to right and upwards. Y is equals to, let's say this is x minus 3 whole square plus 4. So this point right here should be 3 and this is 4. And let's find the area when x is 1 and 7. So we're going to find the shaded area. Now area is equals to integration of y with respect to x, and the limits are 1 to 7. Any confusion? Second step, substituting value of y. 7 integral 1 and y is actually x minus 3 raised to power 2 plus 4 dx. Now there are two methods how we can integrate this shape. I'll explain it later. First I'll just simplify it and explain the second method. Whole square plus 4 is actually a square minus 2ab plus b square plus this, and simplifying we get 13. So I am going to integrate x square minus 6x plus 13 with respect to x. So when you integrate, power plus 1, 2 plus 1 becomes 3 divided by new power, minus 6x square divided by new power plus 13x, and we are not writing c because it is definite integral from 1 to 7. Now upper limit minus lower limit. 7 cube by 3, this is actually 3, so minus 3 into 7 square plus 13 into 7 minus lower limit 1 cube by 3 minus 3 into 1 plus 13 into 1 so making use of the machine, 7 cube divided by 3 minus 3 into 7 square plus 13 into 7, 58.3. Yes, right here 1 and 7 are the limits. Both of these limits will be given, upper limit minus lower limit. It could be anything. If the examiner tells you to find the area when x is minus 3 to x 9, it could be anything. Then you will be finding this larger portion. Yes, upper limit minus lower limit, always that stays same. Larger limit is first, then the lower limit. So this is 1 divided by 3 minus 3 plus 13 is 10.3, and 58 minus 10 is 48 unit square. So the area bounded by the curve and x-axis between the limit 1 and 7 is 48. Now the second way. As in differentiation, we had different shapes and we knew how we can solve them. Same goes with integration. The question was x minus 3 whole square plus 4. How do we integrate this type of question? Directly. So this is power plus 1 divided by power, and then we go for the differentiation of whatever is inside the bracket. In this case, the differentiation of this part is 1. So we divide it with 1 again, plus 4x, and this is 7, 1. This will give you the same answer. Yes. Yes. Not x cube and minus 3. In this case, no, that's an algebraic formula. You'll have to expand. These are actually 3 terms. You cannot write it this way. A plus b whole square is always equal to a square. This is b square, and you have 2ab in between them. The Mohammed Claire. Let's see what do we have in the book. Okay, see this? dy by dx was already there. And how do you integrate it? This is the integration. You add 1 to the power and divide with the new power. And we add the constant c. For example, this x power 4 increase 1 divided by new power plus c. This increase the power divided by the new power plus c. Getting it? Integrate this. 3x, we add plus 1, this becomes 3 by 2, and we divide by 3 by 2 plus c. Yes. Integration is the reverse of differentiation. If differentiation is strong, you won't face the problem. If your differentiation is weak, yes, I guarantee you, you will regret it. And we always have to simplify. So this becomes 2x raised to power 3 by 2 plus c. This new question, f dash x is equals to 3. So the integration will give you f of x, which is 3x plus 3. Getting it? Okay, now if you've understood, we'll quickly integrate these. Power plus 1 over power plus c. 10x 5 over 5 plus c. Definitely you will be simplifying it by 1 times, 5 2 times, and your final answer will be 2x5 plus c for this b part. C part, minus x power plus 1 over power plus c. D part, minus 4x minus 4 over 4 minus 4 plus C. E part, 2 by 3 plus 1 is 5 by 3. So power plus 1 over power plus C. Getting it? Let us have a look at question number 2. So these are nothing but 3 terms in one question. So let me change the writing space. This is x cube minus 3 by 2, x minus 1 by 2 minus 6, x minus 2. So what would be the integration? Plus 1 in power divided by power. Minus 3 by 2x plus 1 in power divided by the new power. Minus 6x plus 1 in power divided by the new power plus c. And I've just realized we made a mistake. This was plus 1 in each, and this is the mistake in negative power. Let's do this again. Power plus 1, so minus x minus 1 over new power plus c, plus 1 in power minus 4x minus 2 over minus 2 plus c. I wrote minus 4 before that. Okay, find y when dy by dx is this. Dy by dx is equals to 2x plus 3 whole square. Now there are two ways how we can do that. One is expanded first, which is a square plus 2ab plus b square. Second is integration. So when we integrate it with respect to x, we get y. So y is equals to power plus 1 over power, power plus 1 over power, power plus 1 plus c. This is y, first thing. And second way is you can do it directly, 2x plus 3 whole squared. So when we integrate it, what do we do? Power plus 1 over power, and you differentiate whatever is inside the bracket. Differentiation of this part is 2, and divide it with 2 again plus c. So this is 2x plus 3 whole cube over 6 plus c. We always do this differentiation of base, we divide it with that. I'll write the general formula. Let's say you have u raised to the power n, and u is something related to x. For example, 2x squared plus 3 or anything. So if dy by dx is equals to this, y would be power plus 1 divided by new power and divided by the differentiation of the base, that is du over dx. Keep an eye on this in parallel. For example, dy by dx is equals to 2x cube plus 4 raised to power 7. Y would be, what did we do first? Power plus 1. So this is 2x cube plus 4 power 8. Second step is divided by new power. So divided by new power. Third step is whatever is inside the bracket, find the differentiation of that. Differentiation of this bracket is 6x square. Do you agree? And then you divide it with the differentiation plus c. And simplification is always required. 2x cube plus 4 power 8 over 48 x square plus c. This is why. It would be, if differentiation is weak, this won't be easy. Integration at every stage is reverse of differentiation. So if this is the question, 6x1 by 2 plus x minus 4, integration is power plus 1 over new power. Integration is power plus 1 over new power. Power plus 1 over new power. Power plus 1 over new power plus c. And when there are no limits, we call it indefinite integrals. When there are limits, we call it definite integrals. So this is the general form which we've already covered. In this case, we'll multiply them first to get a simplified form. For example, in this case, you have x into x square is x cube, and x into 2 by x is just 2. So when we integrate it, we get power plus 1 by new power plus 2x over 1 plus c. It is indefinite. When you have limits like 1, 2, 3, only then we do not use c. Because in case of this was integration, this is done. Particularly for this question, yes, particularly for this question, this was the demand. So only integration and that's done. And then we have these practice exercises. Same comment as always. Do practice, write them, practice them.